need that real hip hop in your life, you need the International Reign Supreme show.
Go ahead and let it out, family.
You know, that's the funny part. I was letting y'all run with it. You know what I mean? Y'all had so much to say. I was being entertained at the moment.
Oh, well, shoot. Yo, School, listen, man. I'm telling you, let's talk. Sorry.
Wait. Time out. Flag on the play. Can we intro how we intro? You know what I mean? Like,
go ahead, fam.
You wildin'. You wildin', Taraji.
All right. Let's rewind this shit right about now. Guess who it is? We are here. The International Supreme Team is in the building. Excuse me, the motherfucking International Supreme Team is in the building. We here. Dice Game.
What's good?
Mr. International, Remo Williams, aka the Double O.
Yeah, whatever, man. What up?
Taraji One is in the building. 50 years of hip hop and more hip hop to come. Let's get it.
Yo, man, for real, to everybody that's tuning in, whether it's a YouTube or whether you're streaming it from BuzzFeed or Buzzsprout, that's what it is.
Buzzsprout.
Or if you're on Deezer or whatever streaming platform you're on, Spotify, whatever. Peace. Thank you. We appreciate you rocking with us. Yo, it is January 2023. We're back in the building again. It's our first episode of the year, so we got a lot to talk about because we never got the chance to recap 22, so we're definitely going to do that. But like my fam said, man, lots going on. A lot has gone on. And, you know, the one thing I want to talk about when it comes to hip hop, with us celebrating the 50th year this year, is that hip hop it's a community. It's a community. It's a culture in a community. You understand? Like, whatever's happening with us is what's happening with hip hop. That's why I appreciate Taraji's intro so much, because he says all the time, we are hip hop, because we are. Like, whether we're discussing Crime Mob or Crime App, if we're discussing Soulja Boy or we're discussing Jam Master Jay, if we're talking about V-Don and Willie the Kid, or we're talking about The Far Side and Jay Dilla and Slum Village, we're talking about members of this community, y'all. So whatever's happening out in the world is what's happening in hip hop. And over the last 50 years, I'm not 50. I can't say I've enjoyed all 50 years, but I've done my homework. I've done my knowledge. That knowledge makes me supreme. I am your host, International Reign Supreme, aka Kareem Sean. Thank you again for rocking with us this year. You may not get a podcast every month, but you're gonna get a podcast from us. My big brothers, Taraji, Big School, appreciate y'all every time. You know, we lost a lot in hip hop, y'all. You know, we lost a lot of lives that, in my opinion, are untimely. And I wanna start with a brief moment of silence for everybody we lost in 22. Just give me a couple of seconds, all right, y'all? All right, now that we're paid homage. A lot of good things came out of January 21 to December of 21. No, excuse me, 22 to get us to 23, right? And I said something in the beginning of 22 that I want to start this podcast off with to kind of fast forward, you know what I mean? Jump a light year real quick. And I also want to say that this man is still in my prayers. Shout out to Baldy James.
Yes.
Suffered a pretty bad car accident, and we want to let the community know what's going on, and our prayers are up that he comes back better. You know what I mean? Maybe bulk up some muscle, lost some weight, something, somehow there's a better way. But, you know, I said last year that I had posed a question if he was good with just Alchemist, you know what I mean? Is he just dope with Alchemist because Alchemist is such a dope producer, or is he really dope as an MC? And to be honest, at that time, I was like, yo, I think he's only hot when he's with Alchemist. You know, I heard him on a few other tracks, and he just stood out with Alchemist production. And I was wrong. I was wrong as hell. I want to say that my grinder of 2022, like the dude who put in the work to prove who he is and where he gonna be.
Right.
Baldy James, in my opinion, y'all.
Yeah, because Baldy James put out there like he can work with anybody, you know what I'm saying? And to him on a lot of other people's joints, phrase that to him work with other producers, let's say, that tells that his rhyme is versatile. He can rhyme on anybody beat on drop a dime. Whether if it's, you know what I'm saying, a good beat or a classic banger beat, that he gonna give you that Baldy James, you know what I'm saying? So like in 2022, when I told you, I said, yo, he's one of my favorite rappers. Yeah. Bro, saying that, I was like, yo, Baldy James is one of my favorites right now. And everything still is, you know. So definitely gotta give it to brother from the first time he put me on to him and till now, man, he's definitely, but me personally, he's in my personal top 10. You know what I'm saying? As one of my favorite rappers, I think. Cause he definitely spits. And if you doing like he got a joint with Mayhem on, was it on Alchemist Mixtape or was it somebody else? The joint he had Mayhem. I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
But yo, he got a joint Mayhem, crazy. Right. So you know what I'm saying? Like you can put on anybody, yo, and he gonna give you that.
And you know what? I'm glad. My bad, Rajay. School. I'm glad you mentioned Mayhem Loren. I want to give him a shout out. Real quick, just to kind of put everybody on. Baldy James had 4 projects for 22. He had one with Real Bad Man, Killed Nothing. Another one with Nicholas Craven, Fair Exchange, No Robbery. One with Future Wave, Mr. 1008. And to close out the year, he put out Be That As It May with Kunz called Be It As It May, dog. So the one that he got out right now that Taraji was speaking on, I think Big School spoke on it too. It's called Indiana Jones with Rich Gaines. Now, I haven't had a chance to rock with Indiana Jones yet because I'm still rocking with Be That As It May.
Okay, I've heard.
You know what I've learned from Baldy over the past year, outside of his insane work ethic, because we're just talking about the projects that he put out. We're not talking about all of the features that he's on.
No.
You know what I mean? And what I want to say is what he's proven to me and what I've learned from him is that he's going to be the dope storyteller. You know what I mean? And
storyteller's crazy.
I feel like hip hop produces a dope generation every 10 years. So when I think of hip hop storytellers, I think of Raekwon, I think of Ghostface, I think of Slick Rick, I think of Biggie. Biggie storytelling pen is insane, bro. Who else would you throw out there?
Storytelling?
Ghost.
Who's you at?
True.
Who's you at? The beat storytelling. shit.
I'm the only one that says go.
Who?
Go.
Who?
You said Ghostface?
Yeah. He don't get busy with the stories.
Oh, Ghostface, yeah, he knew his thing.
Yeah, I said Ghost already.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Didn't...
That's all good. Shit, who else? Fuck. Oh, fucking Black Thought.
If you're gonna throw Black Thought in there, then I gotta throw Rick Ross in there.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I can agree with that.
I think that Rick Ross is a character that rhymes about, you know, this lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I wish people would give him a little bit more credit, man. He makes great fucking music.
He definitely do. Like, shit. I got damn near mostly one joints on my phone.
So, you know, the other thing about us doing this episode at the time that we do it, you know, when it's already into the year, is that there's a lot of lists that come out. You know what I mean? And a lot of them make me laugh, man. A lot of them make me laugh. And the reason for it is because I be wondering, what did I miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did I miss that? So, you know, I like to talk about these lists. Okay. And the first list I want to talk about real quick is the top 20 greatest Caucasian rappers of all time.
Oh, nice.
Number 1, Eminem.
Oh, we know that.
Number 2, Vanilla Ice.
No.
Number 3, Marky Mark. Number 4, Post Malone. Number 5, Russ. Number 6, Mac Miller. Number 7, Beastie Boys. Number 8, Little Dicky. Number 9, Paul Wall. Number 10, Macklemore. Number 11, Jack Harlow. Number 12, Bubba Sparks. Number 13, G-Eazy. Number 14, Kid Rock. Number 15, Everlast. 16, Action Bronson. Number 17, Machine Gun Kelly. Number 18, Iggy Azalea. Number 19, Little Peep. And in at number 20, the worst Caucasian rapper of all time. Excuse me, the greatest. Wait, number 20 is the worst to me. My bad. John C.
Who made this list?
Now, I have no idea. They're funny. They're amusing to me because these are the greatest, right? So the funny thing is, I remember having a conversation. I'm not even going to say his name because he's my homie. I don't ever want anyone to bring the smoke to him about it. But I had a conversation with one of my homies one time, and he just didn't have a respect for the Caucasian rapper for whatever reason. And I don't think that's fair for anybody in the culture of hip hop because it's about hip hop. It's about the bars. It's about the music, right? So Eminem, definitely one of the greatest. Yeah. Kid Rock is on this list as a rapper. You're not a rapper because he's not a rapper. Is Kid Rock a rapper?
No.
They say rapper because how he, I guess how he flew with the rap and rock together. We get rock star.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you real quick. I'm sorry. Kid Rock, the first song, he kind of did his little rapping, but he was screaming. If that's the case, and I'm gonna go well, no, it's still hip hop, but it's just a different kind of hip hop. Rage Against the Machine, the boys Zach De La Roche. He rapped.
My mom, shoot, that's true. He raps. Artists know he just spit too.
Yeah, he can rhyme. He raps. I wouldn't consider Kid Rock.
Shit, you know, I forgot the dude from Linkin Park because the one guy's face is sing, the other guy is rap. Man, he got a drum Wu-Tang. But I don't know the name.
The boy from Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. Oh, Linkin Park. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, but I know the boy from Rage Against the Machine. I know he a spitter, and I know but I know what you call it. I know the song by Linkin Park where he rap a little, where he rap, but I didn't know they did a song with I know Ray did a song with Wu. But yo, yeah, I would say no, he's not. I don't think he's rap.
If it's not Method Man with the Wolf, to make it clear.
Now, off this,
how you put Vanilla Ice over Rush?
we ain't gonna get that far. We ain't gonna get that far. But I do want to mention that Macklemore has a new single produced by DJ Premier that's out right now.
Okay.
I seen it. I downloaded it, so yeah.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get with it, and I kept it moving, but I'm gonna get with it just like you. Shout out to my man B Terry, because he challenged me, if anything, to listen to Jack Harlow's album. Did y'all listen to Jack Harlow's album?
No, I didn't, and not because I don't have anything against Jack Harlow. That's just not my style.
I downloaded it, but ain't listening yet. It's like I got my phone downloaded yet, so it's on the list. As I get to it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not listening to Jack Harlow. I'm not listening to Aubrey Graham. I'm not listening to Future. I'm not listening to none of them. Just because
my man, OT the Real.
Who?
OT the Real one.
OT the Real one is white?
I mean, no. I'm sorry. Damn. My fault. The dude from Detroit. I gotta go on my phone, but I can't someone like this. I'm gonna take Slack.
You make sure you put it in Slack, because Jack Harlow's album was nominated for Hip Hop Album of the Year by BET next to Pusha T's It's Almost Dry.
Okay.
And my man, I trust his ear. He's a producer first. He raps too. He's of the culture. And he said Jack Harlow's album is dope. Now, here's the thing. I don't rock with it either. Like, I can't make the connection to you. I had a hard time dealing with trying to connect with J. Cole as a fan. And I felt like the songs he made were relevant. They were just not in my age bracket. You know what I mean? They were more in my little sister, little brother's bracket. You know what I mean? Like, do I give him respect for the bars and for the success? Absolutely. Should he be mentioned amongst the new generation's Mount Rushmore? I believe he should. Taraji, I know how you feel about Aubrey, but if we had to talk about the Mount Rushmore of MCs that they promote today, which is Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Who am I missing?
I don't know, but give me a minute. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, my man. So,
I know how you feel about Aubrey. I like Aubrey.
But I like Drake. I don't like Aubrey. I like rapping Drake. You'll always hear me say that. I like rapping Drake. I like the witty Drake. I'm not with the singing Drake.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front the rapping Drake. His balls is crazy. When he's spitting everything, like that, I reach on that. When a person meets with that Drake, I fucks with. And the ones that sing, I'm like, I fuck with it too, but I prefer the more rapping Drake.
Now, another rapper that's on this list that also released an album, 22, Action Bronson. I don't think I saved it for the last minute. I saved it for this time because I wanted to see what everyone else would say and how long people would continue to talk about his album. But Action has always been the dopest to me. You know what I'm saying? And his albums are, they're really, really dope to me. I love his albums. They are Action Bronson albums. Like Redman puts out Redman albums. You're going to get the Uncle Quilly skits. You're going to get a Superman Lover because it's a Redman album. And yo, I dig it. People be like, yo, son, he sound like Ghost. He sound like Ghost. Vocally, I admit it. Got no argument with me from there. But these two dudes don't rap about nothing the same. The flow ain't, can't nobody copy the God, man. And I really wish that people let it go. Which rolls, huh?
My thing is he dope, and Bronson is dope.
Bronson is dope.
Yeah, that's not the voice thing. Okay, I understand where y'all getting at. Bronson's dope,
but he brings a whole different flavor and subject matter, and you know, brilliance, borderline brilliance to what he does. Just as much as you can't copy Ghost, you can't copy Action either.
No, because like I said, the way his style, it's witty, and she talking about it's next shit and everything. So it's like you trying to copy his flow, it's definitely not gonna work. So like I said, the voice okay, is definitely the same, but both their wordplay and their weakness is totally different. Totally fucking different. You know what I'm saying? And him, whoever made that fucking whatever list put Action Bronson that level.
Yeah, again, it's entertainment. I'm glad that people are acknowledging people. Yo, that rolls me into, well, before I roll out, Coco Drillo Turbo from Action Bronson, great album of 22. Please go rock with it if you ain't listened to it. So rolling me into my next favorite, not favorite, but my list of favorite Caucasian rappers, right? We just talked about Action. Super big props to Eminem. Your Old Drew would be my next runner-up for. I would give Your Old Drew my favorite rapper of the year, straight up. Of 22, my favorite rapper is Your Old Drew. Of 21, it was Ransom. I want to give Ransom a huge shout out. I'm gonna talk about Ransom in a moment, but I've totally enjoyed listening to every project that Your Old Drew puts out. And it's funny because I guess I don't follow him enough to know when they're dropping. To me, it's like I hear about it a week before and I'm like, yeah, man, can't wait till next week. Look, man, I just don't understand what people want from hip hop anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Put it like this, you want more, and then I said something they got. We said, shit, nigga. Because you said yours was your whole Drew. I told you mine was Cody James.
Yo, from Yard, we got Yard Stewart,
right?
Yardney Dangerfield, The Yard Father, Yard Presents The Shining.
They always say the same way, different
and to my understanding, he has a new project coming out again. So I truly hope that Your Old Drew goes on this quarterly album release. You know what I'm saying? And he is showing me that he could rhyme on everything, man. You know, over the course of these albums that he's put out, he got production from Conductor Williams and everybody else in between. And the album is called Dreams and Nightmares, and that is the leading song, if I'm not mistaken, that's produced by Conductor Williams.
Okay.
So yeah, man, y'all should check that out. Which rolls me into my next thing. I'm sorry, y'all want to talk about that? Anybody got something?
Now, about to say, one guy was saying that, bro, that you could put me on the Young Old Drew.
Yeah.
Deep me in the head. I'm like, all right. And I listen, I said, yo, this motherfucker funny as shit. Funny as shit. And everything. Make it funny.
And the thing about Your Old Drew, like, if you really listen to what he's saying, he is so old school New York.
Oh, is he ever?
He is embedded in the late 90s of New York, bro. And if you listen to how he says certain things, you'll crack up, and you gotta be from New York to get it.
Bro, when he said something, we mentioned like quarter waters and other shit like that, I was like, yo, oh my goodness, I remember those days. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
so
why, yo, I fucks with him.
He's super dope. He's super dope. He's super down to earth. He wild hood. Like you gotta be there, man. If you wasn't there, you're not gonna get it. But I definitely wanted to give him a shout out. So rolling into my next thing, I wanted to talk about Conductor Williams. Conductor Williams is definitely one of my favorite producers of 2022. Simply because I think he's mastered a style that's never been done before. And it's really hard to say that in hip hop, and it's really hard to say that as far as production. But his sound is incredible. The records that he's sampling, the timing, the tempo really of the records. I don't believe he makes beats that are hard to flow to. I think once you're in the pocket, you're in the pocket. I want to give y'all a quick example of what I mean. I also want to give a huge shout out to West Side Gun. Peace to the Fly God.
Yeah.
On Herman's Wears Hitler 10 Super Kick Party. You can't do nothing but break your fucking neck to Super Kick Party.
Yeah.
You can't. Like, you cannot sit still. You cannot just. There's no way possible. And that's just one of I don't know how many records that Conductor put out.
Just some ill jokes for Pray for Paris. You know that to me that's my ultimate shit right there.
Yo, I think that's West's best album. I don't think West's gonna be able to top that album.
I love that album. That's my shit right there, Pray for Paris.
And I think he got snubbed on the award shit. I think he put out one of the best albums that year. And to be honest, the reason why I feel like he's not going to be able to top it is because one, he's not motivated anymore.
Right.
Two, he doesn't have a point to prove anymore. And it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not like we're going to get bullshit, because look at Peace Fly God and look at 10. Now, I'm not a super duper fan of Peace Fly God. What I appreciate about Peace Fly God is that we got more Stove and more Knack.
Can't wait, Stove. Please,
can't wait, Stove.
Yeah. Knack, you already did your thing.
I want to. You gotta bring Stove to the studio. Bring Stove to the studio with you, fucking. Yo, waiting, bro.
Man, Stove, we're I hope it's almost dry, Stove, because we're out. All right, so
yo, Stove, listen, you've been waiting for the whole summer, and another whole summer, and another whole summer. Hope you coming out this summer.
let me. I'm gonna have to change locations because this plug over here died.
Okay, so is it going to be harder to see you or better to see you? Which one?
No,
trying to get your life together?
Cool, yeah.
All right, we're going to give Taraji some time to get his life together. Y'all make sure that y'all follow us on the gram at Ream Supreme Show. You can always go to our website. This way you can lock in with all of us individually at reamsupremeshow.com. On IG, like I said before, Ream Supreme Show. Lock in, rock with us. Say what?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Trace. Happy birthday. She out there partying with her homegirls for her birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You got to make sure your microphone is a little further down.
How about now?
Okay, we're in good shape.
All right, bet.
All right, yeah, man. So you know, wanted to give a huge shout out to Conductor Williams. We're all hoping to get a Stove God album this year. I've heard some
I want to know why
rumbles.
what's name Cooking Soul. You know we talking about Cooking Soul.
We know.
That's my dude, Cooking Soul. Shout out to Cooking Soul.
Shout out to Cookers. I'm sure that's Scooby's producer of 22.
You already know. But you know that, but it's always gonna be Conductor. We have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem.
Well, rolling into that, you know, giving him his producing credit, I want to talk about Rome Street's Kiss the Ring.
Oh.
Who we?
And what I want to know from y'all is, first off, was y'all really checking for Rome Streets before this album? Yes or no?
No.
Scoop?
Not really.
All right. So out of three of us, I was checking for Rome Streets before this album came out. I liked him on a lot of features. I liked what he did with hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. He had a joint with Ransom, Coupe de Grace. I thought he did great. And for me, seeing him next to a supreme word lyricist, super bar assassin like Ransom, and he's holding his own, that to me gave him his stamp of certification. But I was already checking for him because he had did a collab with DJ Muggs, and if anybody's been following DJ Muggs for probably the last 3 years for sure, maybe 5 the most, he's been doing dope ass collabs with everybody from Crime Apple, Rock Marciano, Mayhem Loren,
Remember when you doing Yellow Wolf?
just let's go stupid, right? So they got a joint called Death and the Magician. That shit was dope. I have found a couple of joints that I liked from Contraband, couple of joints I had liked from Nose Candy. So going into hearing the single from Kiss the Ring, and coming off of what I felt was a successful project between Westside Gunn and Mac Hami, it only made sense that not Westside, but it only made sense that Rome Streets was kind of coming along the same ways as the Mac Hami album with Westside, you know, producing it, right? Being all involved. So I knew it was gonna be some hot shit. You know what I mean? I don't understand what y'all want anymore. You take a hot rapper, you put him with a dope producer, and you typically get a good project. The only thing I have to say about the album Kiss the Ring is that if you was gonna have that many tracks from Conductor Williams, then either let Conductor do the whole album or structure the album where you come into Conductor Williams' production and you go out with it. I think that too much of his production got caught up in the middle, and as you're going out of the album, it tends to tank a little bit. I won't say tank, because tank is a strong word. Let's just say it drops down. Huh?
Want to see the fade out?
You know,
Or not fade out?
let's put it this way. If he would have went out with the Conductor Williams beats,
Yeah.
instead of having a smooth landing, he would have went out with a bang. And I want the bang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come in, you can't come in kicking in the door and then open the door to walk out the back. You know what I mean? You can't kick in my front door and then open the screen door and just walk on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
I guess he's going from like, I kick in the door, I came in and fucked the shit up, and I did my job, and I'm walking out.
It was like, all right, I'm leaving. All right now.
Yeah.
They cleaned this shit up and done. Walk around that and that. But like you said, it still was dope. Still a dope album.
Yeah, it was a really a good album, and it got good rankings. It just did really well all around. But you know, there was some other joints that I liked that came out early in the year. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a huge shout out to Fly Anakin. You know, I think Fly Anakin did a great job. His album's called Frank.
Okay, I might have to listen to it. Haven't heard it.
What have you know? What? Let me pause. Let me pause. I know the show is going all crazy. It's dope. You know, I get it. What have you been listening to Rajay?
Personally, I've been listening to Rock. I've been listening to Crime Apple. I've been listening to Black Thought. I've been listening to West Side. I've been listening to Conway. You know what I mean? I've been matter of fact, I went back, listened to just to kind of vibe with the new Crime Apple, You're Already Dead. And shouts out to Crime Apple because you dropped Gothic City Jazz Bar. Don't hold me, but I think that's the title of the album. But you dropped that. That is a classic. Then you came with You're Already Dead, which my jam right now. I Know You Don't Love Me. Ring, like I said,
bumping it.
Yeah, man. Edo came through, like I said. Estee Nat. We found out who Carmen Hayes was. Shout out to you, Nat.
Shout out to Carmen Hayes.
Yeah. Wow. That's what I've been on. And then every now and again I'll jump back to of course, my man Gibbs, Freddie Gibbs. I don't know how I can forget about you, Gibbs. CIA, Black and just to name a few. So I've been on that.
You know what, bro? I can't even get mad at your selection. School, what you holding, School?
Well, I bounce around, shit. Definitely, I got the Prime Apple. New joint. Just got to listen to Sam Ito new joint was fire. I have no favorites on it yet, but I want to listen to the slow joint. I have no favorites yet. What's the name? Mercy joint. I just started listening to that joint.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out to Mercy, bro, for that Mike Tyson.
The Mercy joint so far is definitely, his beats be crazy.
Yeah,
yo, his beats be
I ain't
dope.
gonna lie, his production be crazy. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, starts off with a banger, but definitely Bodie. Who else? I bounce around. Freaking Sauce Walker. I can't.
Shout out Sauce Walker, bro.
Bro, listen. With Gospel 3, bro, I'm on that shit. I'm back and forth on it, back and forth. Huh?
My bad. I'm gonna cut you off. My man Greg, he on the Sauce Walker heavy. Shouts out to Greg. He listened to Sauce Walker and all that heavy, so he like, you ain't heard Get a Gospel 3? Y'all need to talk about this on the show. Y'all need to talk about this. This be cool.
Bro,
I was like, I'm gonna talk to him about it. School had
Gospel 3.
I know School throwing his flag. I'm like, yo, that joint is nice. So shout out to you, Sauce.
I'm put like this. Even though like I only jump on like once Roger says he's about it, but Gil Gospel 3 got some shit on there like Sauce can spit. People like, I know people know he can spit, but people don't know and probably think the way he see him on Instagram having like, oh, I think around. Nah, listen, so Sauce spits some shit. Sauce spits some shit. Gil Gospel 3 is definitely fire, so you gotta give a listen to it.
I agree.
I said no. Those ones when I bounce off some other ones.
I agree with the Sauce Walker pick. You know, Sauce Walker had to grow on me like a lot of artists have to. And what I find with him is that his passion just overpowers everything. You know what I mean? Like he speaks with passion, he speaks with a purpose. And you could feel the struggle. You know what I mean? Like he's the rapping Anthony Hamilton. You know how Anthony Hamilton, you could hear the struggle of slavery in his voice?
The struggle of slavery, that's a new one.
Well, with Sauce Walker, you could hear the struggle of hustling and coming up and staying up. You know what I mean? So shout out to him for real. And I don't want to forget other albums that came out that weren't socially popular enough. I want to say it that way. And what I mean by that is we're not talking about this project enough. So I'm going to keep talking about it. And that's going to be the album by Elzhi and Georgia and Monroe, Ziggy's. She produced it. He wrote it. It's an incredible album by someone I consider to be an elite barsmith, like Elzhi. Elzhi, to me, has some of the best punchlines that a rapper could rap about. Like Elzhi, Black Thought, you know, these are rappers. You know what I mean? These are who MCs are tuning in to make sure that they're tapped in. You know what I mean? I would throw, you know, we're going to get into this in a minute, but you're going to keep hearing me say Ransom when we're talking about this level of rap. Because this is an elite level of rap, y'all. You know what I mean? So, 22, definitely throwing Elzhi in that bunch. I also want to talk about Currency.
You know what?
Down South people.
I gotta get into Currency. Man. I gotta get into Currency.
Yeah, I'm the Currency, bro.
Yeah.
Currency, like me. I mean, he has some projects that I think it could it could have been a little bit more better. But he has a lot of projects out there that just kills it. Especially working with Alchemist and a lot of producers. But Currency is definitely he's definitely a force.
You know what?
Yeah.
Smoke Dizza. Let's not forget about him.
Oh, you can't say about Dizza.
All right, well, hold on, because I want to get to Dizza, but real quick, if we're gonna, you know, move forward, I gotta say real quick, we got 3 projects from Currency last year, and that's just albums being released, y'all. I'm not talking about, you know, things that come out, features, but Continuance was definitely one of my favorite top albums of the year. It got burned from the moment it came out. Stayed in rotation, heavy duty. Now, if y'all want to go into talking about Smoke Dizza, look, man, nobody sleeps on Smoke Dizza. Okay, I don't think Smoke Dizza slept on. I think ever since he came out with Don't Smoke Rock with Pete Rock, he's been on.
Let me tell you, Music for Dummies. I'm sorry, I left that out because that's another one I'm on. Music for Dummies by Smoke Dizza. If you
but how long ago was that, bro?
It's recent.
I know he had one joint came out last year. I got it on my phone. I said I can't go through it, but it's on my phone.
Yeah, that's the newest joint, Music for Dummies. It's right after the one he dropped.
That's it.
Put in Slack.
All right, because I'm gonna have to see what's up. I won't knock you.
Yeah.
But what I got is for 22, he put out Mood Swings with Real Bad Man. Shout out to Real Bad Man. Diplomatic Immunity. Respect and Nas. Another Respect and Nas. But I wanted to talk about this 10,000 hours. And 10,000 hours gave me everything I needed to kind of to maintain me being a fan. You know what I mean? He got dope features on here. North Face bombers with the game is crazy. Just crazy. Ransom is on here, Currency is on here, and they're not bodying him. You know what I'm saying? He's holding his own. Swag is crazy, and he feels comfortable and confident. You know what I mean? And I need that with a Harlem swag on it. I need that. You know what I mean? I don't think New York had a bad year for hip hop. Not when you have Smoke DZA, Griselda, and I mean separately. I'm not talking about as a collective. All y'all who just got on, y'all think of them as a collective. I don't. I see Benny, I see West, I see Conway. Shout out to UFO Thief.
Yeah, it's probably
talk about New York rappers. I want to talk about UFO Thief.
The UFO Thief, the hoodie, it fits lovely. And the hoodie is fire. You got a copy. The hoodie is fire.
We got 3 projects from the God. We got Blood on the Bills. That's the hoodie you got. You got the Blood on the Bills.
Yeah, I got the Blood on the Bills hoodie. The hoodie is sick.
Fits school real well.
Yes, it does.
What I appreciate about UFO Thief, not just because he was featured on the show, give us a big up for that. I want a big up for that.
Definitely.
I feel like UFO Thief is never going to forget where he came from. I feel like you always going to know that he's a man first, he's a father second, and he's a hustler third. You know, and I think it goes in that order for him. I love the way he rap. I'm happy that we got a Latino in the game that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because their representation means so much to me in this culture. You know, again, we celebrate 50 years of hip hop. And I think it was in early 22 when someone started spreading a stupid ass rumor about how Hispanics didn't have a role in forming the culture of hip hop. And that couldn't be anything further from the truth. Latinos, blacks, we go hand in hand in much more than just community, y'all. I'll save that for another day. But you gotta give huge props to the DJs, the break dancers, male, female, rappers, male, female. You know, when I think of rappers, again, because I'm thinking about 22, I think about Hurricane G. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you're not in the culture, you're not in, these names are just going to go over your head, but go do the knowledge. Super dope personality and a super dope character in hip hop, you know? So back to Thief, he represents all of that. You know what I mean? He represents all of that. He embodies all of that. And I think it's really important that we have him and that he continues to make music. Because the thing about it is, you know, when we first started this podcast, we had Crime Apple, UFO Thief, Vic Spencer, Bugsy Nino. Who else, y'all?
Yeah, Mercy on here.
Word. Huge shout out to Mercy. He set off our first episode.
Yo, it'd be good getting back on here again.
No.
So, you know, I mentioned them because every album that comes out is not going to be a top album. but every dope album that comes out contributes to the culture to make it what it is. You see what I'm saying? Because if I didn't have a Mercy, then how do I know what's the next thing, coming up? How do I know that there's more out there if I don't have a Mercy, if I don't have a UFO Thief? You know what I'm saying? So that's why as a hip-hop critic, I could look at this from an overview standpoint and be like, wow, the culture is being represented in so many different demographics, and that's the power of hip-hop. You see what I'm saying? It's not just a black thing. It's a culture thing. All right, so let me get off that sandbox. But yo, huge shout out to UFO Thief. Great quality music all through 22. But Blood on the Bills just really kind of wrapped up things for me and brought things right back to the sounds of New York for me. So, as I'm going through this list, I'm going through my list, right? I kind of said, I said to school, said it to Roger, what y'all listening to? What's been on, what's been on your thing? And I'm giving y'all as we're rolling through this episode, and towards the end, I really want to put ourselves in the hot seat. I want to give a huge shout out to Olivier Laurent. He has sent us his album to review it. I did listen to it. It's called La Vie Bonne, and I thought it was dope. And I would like to have you on. So this is my way of giving you a shout out, but more importantly, giving you an invite.
Put it in Slack?
I will put it in Slack. We all will listen to it, and I would like to invite you on. For anybody else, though, if you got music and you think it's John Blaze and it's the most lit shit of the year, I want to hear it. Please go to our website, Reem Supreme Show. Is it ReemSupremeShow.com? Yeah, I think so. Go to our website and upload your music, or hit us on the gram at Reem Supreme Show. And send us a link to your music, man. We love hearing new shit, and oftentimes I'm on different DSPs listening for new shit. So,
well,
know what I mean?
You got beats like me. I like beats. If you got some beats, shit, some beats too.
Yeah, man. Listen, you got beats. You got a record. You want a clean cut. No bullshit opinion. You're gonna get 3 for the price of 1. All right. So yo, I gotta talk about one of my favorite rappers. No bullshit. Man, I be waiting for every time he drops something new, cause I know it's gonna be dope. Shout out to Quill Chris. Came out with Death Fame in 22. Definitely one of my favorite albums of the year. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
That's what's up.
Rajay looking like he constipated. So what that means to me is this is another album that he ain't listened to, that he promised that he's gonna go back and listen to. But yo, I need y'all to trust your boy. Go listen to Death Fame. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Shout out to Cavalier. If you don't know who Cavalier is, Cavalier's done some features with Chris. He's done some features with Denmark Vesey. He's done some work with Vic Spencer. The list kind of goes on. Him and Quill Chris got an album out right now that's just available on their website. So let's go show them our support and cop that. I promise you it's quality music. If you don't like it, you could complain to me at Reem Supreme Show on Twitter. I want you to leave all your complaints on Twitter. Let's be clear. All right?
All right. Somebody we're leaving out. 38 Special.
We ain't leaving out 38 Special. 38 Specials on my list, so we can talk about that right now.
38 Special. 7 Shot.
I wish it was 14.
I'm mad because I can't go on my phone and go through my shit. That's why I'm just sitting like, my God.
I wish it was 14 shots.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
If I don't
It should
hustle,
have been 14 shots.
yo, that's my. He's a Cap. He shouts out to the Capricorn. So what's up, Spash? Much love, baby. You know.
Seven was selling me short. Like, damn, that's it.
Man.
Well,
If I don't hustle, I don't benefit. That's all I know. Yo, man, I swear, bro. Like,
I'll be back. Give me some water.
If you don't, if 38 Special don't motivate you to go get a bag, nobody can. You know what I'm saying? I think that 38 Special is responsible for Taraji going outside and getting the bag. To keep it real, there's no way you can listen to Benefit and not want to go get a bag. And if that's you, shame on you.
That's that dude, man. Listen, Special, and not only is he, I say he's bar heavy on the low. Special is dope, man. Special is just so fly. And then I seen the freestyle with him talk on Sway in the Morning.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he can cook in the backyard. He said, no, for real. It's a kitchen in the backyard. Cook no propane. Cook up a bird. Cook up some chicken, a bird real quick. You talking about chicken?
Oh, excuse me.
Special fly.
You make fried chicken?
The whole trust game.
Trust.
You know what I mean?
Well, hold on, but before we roll away from that, I gotta make sure I give a huge shout out to a member of the Trust Gang, Shay Noir.
Yeah.
She put out
yeah.
Careful What You Ask For. Is that? I want to make sure. Careful What You Wish For. She put out Food for Thought. I thought Food for Thought was
Fire.
Yeah.
Food for thought filled me up pretty good.
Poetic Sounds, and the last was The Last Remnants.
Okay, the last.
I do need to catch up on The Last Remnants, but I will say I really dig Shorty, man, a lot, and I want to reach out to her. So, you know, this is my invite again, Shay Noir. You have a microphone here. You got a seat at our table. We would love to have you on our podcast to kick it with you and learn more about you and just fan out for a few minutes, give you your flowers and all of that. I think that, huh?
Nah, I said now it'd definitely be dope to have on the show and everything.
Yeah. Listen, Shay, I think your pen game is incredible. I'm glad that you don't spit like them others. I'm glad that you spit what you know. Yo, I feel the bars, yo. Pause, but
she remind me of Light a little bit.
You see what I'm saying? Like we mention your name amongst the greats around here, and we're happy to have you. We're happy to have Rhapsody. We're happy to have Remy Ma. You know what I mean? Like we need that, man. And you know that kind of rolls me into another project that I don't think got enough attention, was that DJ Premier joint.
That Terrible Two with her and Remy Ma?
Well, no, that was just the name of the song. It was called Remy Rap. It's on that album.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get to it because I can't find like whose name is under, but give me a second. I'm working on that. I just gotta find the song now, and I'll find it back here. But yeah, man. You know, I want to give her a huge shout out. I think that, you know, I don't think I see it. You know what I mean? You can see it because she's doing it, right? She's putting out the music, and it's dope. So I want to give her a huge shout out. And that album that I was speaking about, ta-da! It's called Hip Hop 50 Volume 1. It got Joey Badass on there, Lil Wayne's on there, Run the Jewels, Slick Rick, of course Nas. So many hot songs put together because you just wouldn't figure Slick Rick and Lil Wayne would be on a song together. You know what I mean? But they are, and it's crack. It's wild, crazy. So, in celebration of hip hop turning 50, I think that was a really dope way of celebrating the different the different generations, not genres, but generations. You know what I mean? Because Slick Rick old enough to be my daddy. So shout out to Slick Rick. May Allah continue to bless you and keep you, man.
Real quick. Another group that we don't talk about, Run the Jewels.
Why don't we talk about Run the Jewels?
Yo, they got some dope shit, bro.
I don't know. I was highly impressed with the last album they put out. And you know, what is it? The bar, I can hear it in my head, but that Run the Jewels album was dope. It was really dope.
Like Killer Mike be killing it.
Yes.
And LP been nice. Like LP is not a new rapper. LP's been rapping with Company Flow since the 90s. Like, if you know their backstory, they both was getting ready to quit. Like, Mike was going to quit, LP was going to quit. Yep. And somehow they linked up. I think they did one song together and was like, yo, let's just give it a shot, bro. And they blew together. And I feel like Run the Jewels make stadium music, rave type, stadium.
Wow.
And I'm not, I'm describing the feel of the music, not the look of the crowd, if y'all can separate the two. But I really think that they do a good job. And Run the Jewels is on West Side Gun's 10 album. Yes?
Yeah.
And I like the way LP was like, yo, me and my peoples listen to West Side Gun. And then West comes in and gives them a compliment on how they get down in his own, hood way. And it comes out to be a good album. So I respect Taraji coming out saying that Run the Jewels is dope, because they are, and the music that they putting out is dope, and that's why I rock with Taraji, because Taraji got a good ear for music. He may not be able to send a decent text message when he's excited, but
listen,
that boy got a good ear.
No.
Yo.
What?
I said that Jack Harlow was nominated by BET.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm correct. But I found a screenshot that the Grammys had nominated DJ Khaled's God Did, Future's I Never Liked You, Jack Harlow's Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and Pusha T is Almost Dry.
Who you think gonna win?
I don't know who won. Actually, I don't know who won. I'm gonna have to figure that out and put it down here where I put it at. But let me ask y'all this: why didn't we talk about Kendrick's album?
His album was dope. He's not.
Go ahead. I listened to it one or two, and then I got back on West Side, Conway, Freddie. Some Alchemist shit. And we didn't say nothing about the sandwich.
No, on some real shit, we don't talk about as much. We talk about other albums, and we forget about Kendrick's album. Yes, we do have a high. That album they put out was high. It's fine.
So do y'all feel like when it comes to Kendrick, we ain't got to talk about it?
Not even that. And I think we miss it. I think we just miss, And I'm not going to say we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it a lot. You know what I mean? As much as we talked about other MCs. Because there were so many MCs putting out dope shit. Like, let's not front. Kendrick is dope. But come on now, and not saying taking anything away from him. MCs have just been putting out bomb after bomb after bomb. Like, let's not front. Like, we've been dropping so much stuff in Slack, and it's been fire. So really, for me, I haven't just went back and Kendrick is dope like that. For me, I'm not like Kendrick is dope like that. Like I'll go back and listen to it because I found myself going back listening to shit like I said, Freddie, Conway, or I'm listening to West Side, or I'm listening to S.A. Nat, some shit S.A. Nat got the drop that I found that might not be new, but I found it, so I'm checking that out, or whoever else. But I really ain't really listen to Kendrick like that. I listen to Freddie more than Kendrick.
I'm put it like this. If I'm in the mood to bang it, I'm gonna bang it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in the mood to throw it on, I'm gonna throw it on. You know, because I bounce around music, and you know, one thing is true, we don't talk about it a lot, but if I'm in the mood to bang Kendrick, I'm gonna throw it on. Okay? But it's the person
that's fair. So I've been talking about this Quill Chris and Cavalier joint. It's called Death Tape 1 Black Cottonwood. Y'all go cop that. Yo, real quick, I don't know if y'all knew. I know I didn't talk about it with y'all. Y'all know that I'm a huge.
Yeah, this is the sign. This is the sign that your website suck. How you call yourself an entrepreneur and got a sucky ass website? Let's do better. Let's be better. Okay, let's do better. But it's okay, because with this sign comes a resolution. True Digital Marketing, we make fugly websites something beautiful. That's what we do. We specialize in that. We also specialize in SEO. I would tell you the acronym, it's no point because you're not going to remember it. But basically, if you Google something and you wonder like how they get their businesses at the top of the list, that's how. And we do it. Social media management, we handle it. And let's say you don't even have time to be working on your website on a monthly or daily or whatever basis. We got that too. We maintain all of that, whether daily, weekly, or monthly. Interested?
Yo, y'all know I'm a huge Madlib fan. Huge, crazy, insane Madlib fan. Madlib and Mark Ronson were requested by Sprite. The shit is mind blowing. That's what's kind of taking me a little to say it. Plus, I'm reading a couple of notes. But they were basically recruited to make an album out of the sounds of plastic being recycled. So every sound you hear on this album, you gotta go to cokeurl.com/green to clear. cokeurl.com/green to clear.
Put it on the bottom. You do it.
And they are recording sounds that go all through the recycling process centers, and they made tracks out of the sound. So
that's dope. That's dope. That's dope and different.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I got another one of these screenshots that I saved.
You heard me?
This one is from Brian B. B. is one of the personalities on Rap Radar, hip hop podcast, and his top albums of the year was Kendrick Lamar, Vince Staples, Ramona Park Broke My Heart. Y'all rock with Vince Staples? I've never been able to connect with him.
I've never listened to Vince Staples. No disrespect, Vince Staples, just never listened to you.
Oh, but you know me, I give it a listen.
All right. Pusha T, Almost Dry is on, in the conversation. Joey Badass for 2000. A lot of people like that 2000, bro.
That was nice.
Freddie Gibbs, Triple S.
Okay.
JID with the Forever Story. A lot of people like that album.
Okay. Scoot, what was you saying?
What, the Joey Badass album?
No, previous to that, you were saying something. You get ready to say something. But I ain't heard you bring that something.
All right, so I'm gonna bring it back. So
Yeah,
JID with the Forever Story. Y'all check for it?
I didn't hear it yet.
no, didn't even know it was out.
Okay. I didn't go knee deep into it.
Okay.
You know, I got distracted. I didn't go back to it. Nas, King Disease 3. I already know. I ain't gotta ask.
Yeah, don't.
Larry June, Spaceships of the Blade. No, Spaceships
Yo.
on the Blade.
Yo, look at me. Fire.
Yeah?
Bro, Larry June?
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, cool. No doubt. I've grown to like Larry June. But is Spaceships on the Blade better than Two Peas in the Pod?
It's up there with it.
Because Two Peas in the Pod made my 10. I like that album a lot.
I don't know if it make your 10, but yo, I'm trying to say the joint is fire, bro. The joint is fire.
So his 9 and 10. 9 is Kodak Black, Back for Everything. Number 10 is Drake and 21 Savage. I ain't gonna ask about this damn Kodak Black. And well, Taraji, I'm not talking to you. Drake and 21 Savage.
Wait. Real quick. I have an opinion about Aubrey and 21 Savage.
But I told you he can't stand Aubrey, bro.
Listen. And this song is stuck in my head. I'm so mad that it's stuck in my head because sometimes I'll find myself walking around the house and I'll be singing, "Oh, please, hip hop, forgive me." It goes 21. Can you do something for? Oh my God, sorry. It's stuck in my
Aubrey,
head.
you in his head, Aubrey.
Like,
niggas in his head.
They got him, son.
I don't.
Got you, bro. Look. All that. I don't like him. Now look. Got you. Hey.
Listen, I'm sorry. I apologize.
He's not apologizing. He's gonna sing them all.
You know what? I'm gonna move on.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I got another top list to run through real quick. This one's from Bootleg Kev, Freddie Gibbs, Pusha T, JID, Kendrick Lamar. Now we're gonna get something different. Metro Boomin, Heroes versus Villains. School.
That's for me.
Okay. Denzel Curry. I'm not gonna front. Yo,
I was gonna download it. How is it?
This is Denzel Curry. Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. I don't rock with him.
I swear I'm
Puts
gonna
out a
download.
lot of music though, and for that I respect.
I'm still might download it. Every time I go, I'm looking now. I be like, I'm gonna download it too.
On this list, West Side Gun 10 made it, and Larry June and Jay Worthy, Two Peas in the Pod, rounds out the 10. I'm gonna tell you now, man. I like Two Peas in the Pod a lot simply because I didn't really know what to do with it when I first heard it. Like when it first came on, I was like, because I forgot with Jay Worthy came out on some real hardcore pimp shit. And this was a few years ago where there was a huge void in real pimping and hip hop. And I felt like my man plugged me in. Like he was like, yo, get in my car. I'm a real pimp. We're going to go do real pimp shit today. Don't say shit, just watch.
With that Too Short shit back.
And with Larry June got on some pimp shit. Cause there's plenty of room for another pimp. But the beats and sounds that he rock with is old school California.
The Bay.
And I didn't realize I was going to get that right off the rip. But hearing them both flow to it and getting through the album, you get more different sounds and stuff like that. So it rounds out. But you got to respect that Cali culture, that old school Cali sound. And it's not like New York or on the East Coast where it's boom bap. It ain't that. You know, on the West Side, it's much more melodic. It's a lot more play.
It's smooth. It's a lot smooth.
Yeah, and it's smooth. Word.
It's a lot smooth. It's like a smooth, like a smooth OJ, Temptation, Earth, Wind and Fire. It's smooth. It's definitely smooth.
So that brings me to my list. Well, not my list, but a list I respect. Top rappers of 22. Nas, King Disease 3 is arguably a lot of people's number one album of the year, man. Shout out to Nas. Pusha T. Pusha T is always in my discussion. You know what I mean? So I don't want anyone to get it twisted. Like, I feel like he should be mentioned now. I'm always mentioning Pusha T.
Sure, he should always be mentioned. Him, along with Black Thought, as you said on the live.
Well,
Black Thought.
Hold on. Let me get through this list.
Okay, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, so we got Nas, Pusha T, Boldy James, my grinder of the year, Kendrick Lamar. It's Kendrick Lamar. Ransom is on this list, and I so appreciate that. Benny the Butcher, I really appreciate that. Drake, Larry June, West Side Gun, Rock Marciano. How y'all feel about Drake being on the top rapper 22 list? Keep it real.
Let's get Taraji's opinion first.
Look, I'm gonna say it one more time. I appreciate your last album. You got a festival joint. Let's not call you a rapper. Let's not call you top anything.
Damn.
Because of your ghostwriter. Your ghost. Listen, I'm not even. But I'm tired of discussing you. And it's not like I don't like you as a person. I don't like you as an entertainer. You're a good. Wait. I'm sorry. You're not a rapper. You're an entertainer. You got ghostwriters. You're not top 5. You're not top 10. None of that. Now for the generation, go ahead. Take your trophy. Take your flower. But other than that, I'm not rocking with your music.
So we're gonna move on from Taraji.
Okay.
We all know how Taraji feels. He reminds us every chance he gets. What I do want to roll into is one of those top rappers. Again, I don't think we talk about him enough, but we should. Represents Long Island to the fullest. Shout out to the 516631. Talking about Rock Marciano and the Alchemist, the Elephant Man's Bones.
Yeah.
I call supreme lyricism here. Some extraordinary beat making.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all. I am relieved, if anything. I remember when Alchemist and Rock Marciano was making music, you know, in the early, I guess I would say the mid 2000s or whatever. They did a project called Gangrene together. Or he was on the Gangrene album, and it's been a long time coming. And when you get somebody who's as nice as making beats as Rock Marciano, and has had the success that he's been having, you see what I'm saying? Like, we all praise Stove God, and we should, but don't forget it was Stove God and Rock Marciano's album.
Right.
Because Rock supplied the beats. You see what I'm saying? So I'm relieved that they haven't outgrown their relationship, and that somebody who's had the success of rock can still want to be coached, because that's what a producer is. He's your coach. He's the Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? We want talking about greatest Caucasian artists. Alchemist is one of them. Hands down. Go fight with a wolf. So to get him to do this album with Alchemist, it's a breath of fresh air, man. It's pimping on another level. It's the fast life of a hustler, and it's damn near magical. Definitely one of my top albums of the year.
Can't forget about the one he did with Free Lloyd too.
Yeah, that was Rock's production. Definitely fire on that.
That shit was fire too.
Yeah, Rock is definitely a producer to be reckoned with.
You know who gets it for me, man? Harry Fraud.
Harry Fraud is incredible.
Yeah,
He's a
people Harry
really
Fraud.
dope
Harry Fraud
producer.
On the low, 38 Special got dope production.
That ain't low. That ain't low.
Oh,
That ain't low at all.
That's dope. 38 got that production. You know what I mean?
That's not low at all. For real, bro. I tell you this though, there's a couple of albums that I had to make sure that I had in rotation. And that's Blood on the Bills from UFO Thief and Finn. I started checking for Guns and Bars by Corey Guns and David Boss. Let me see something else. No, that was 21. But I do want to give a shout out to Guilty Simpson and Ginsu Dean. I'm still rocking with y'all. I'm gonna talk about Crime Apple in just a moment because I want to highlight a couple of things. We talked about Action Bronson. That's been heavy. That album's been heavy for me through the year. Let me see who else I got on this list. I want to give a shout out to Sonny Jim also. Peace to everybody over in the UK. He is definitely somebody that we rock with. Would love to have him on the show. I think that he's dope. I think the Bar Simpson song that he got with MF Doom, I think he got one of the best Doom verses, you know. And shout out to MF Doom and soul rest in peace. I believe that Belize from Black Thought and and Danger Mouse was really dope too. I'm a huge MF Doom fan, and I'm just really happy that with today's technology that we can still maintain and keep our favorite rappers involved in our community, in our culture. And I had posed a question on Twitter. Shout out to Disco D on Twitter. Shout out to Mass Slander on Twitter. And I had put a question out there that I wasn't sure who had the best verse. If it was Sonny Jim or if it was, Black Thought and Danger Mouse. And I think it's a deadlock, tie. And the reason for it is because you get such great wordplay on Belize, but you get a lot of humor and wittiness that we love MF Doom for on Bar Simpson. So I wanted to make sure that I definitely highlighted that. Taraji, what you got on the brain?
I mean, my list, that's in rotation for me. right now, as a present, Ito, Rock Marcy, The Elephant Man's Bone, Dead Poets by Ito. And I know I don't want to forget this album because it's I'm on SOS Freddie Gibbs. I mean, you know, I even went back and played oh my god, I'm Alfredo. I keep going back to Alfredo Freddie Gibbs. I know that's an older project, but I'm on Alfredo.
All right, well let me shut you down so we can get back into 22 because you wild. Another album I want to make sure that we don't overlook is intros, outros, and interludes album by Domo Genesis. Real dope. Produced by Evidence. Evidence is great, man. I like,
So throw it flat.
Will do. I like Evidence as a producer. You could tell that he's been in the company of great producers like Alchemist, DJ Muggs. You know what I mean? He's found a way to have his own sound, but his influences shine through. And I can appreciate that. Domo Genesis on the other end, Domo's a dope rapper. And y'all gotta understand that Domo came out of a dope collective of artists, right? Domo Genesis was down with Odd Future Wolfgang. He came out of that. We got Frank Ocean out of that. We got the internet out of that. We got Tyler the Creator out of that. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, this group of unruly kids that was really making dope music. They were really talented, and Domo comes from that, man. And so does Casey Veggies. Like, they were such a dope clique, man. And I'm glad that he's still making music. The song Subject Matters are really, really important to me. You know what I mean? Throughout the project. And his subject matters and the way that he twists his bars together to prove his point makes Domo Genesis one of the dopest rappers on the West Coast. So overall, for the year, I feel like New York won. In the underground, I feel like New York won. I feel like the East Coast got it. The West Coast didn't hold it down this year. Just didn't happen. The output of music just wasn't there. Now, I'm not going front, because we're talking about West Coast rappers right now, right? I'm naming some real dope dudes. And I want to ask y'all, why didn't we talk about The Game's last album that he put out in 22? I'm gonna dig up the name of it. But Taraji, I want to know, you know what I'm saying? Scoob, same thing. How did The Game's album miss your ears, bro?
I'll be honest with you. Go ahead. Nah, Scoob, please.
All right. When I first seen it, I was like, I don't know. And now
real quick, Scoob. The album's called Drillmatic Heart Verse Mind, and it's 29 songs.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like when I first seen it, I was like, damn. No, like my mom said, damn, another Kanye West, right? 2 million songs. Like, fuck, all right. And when I heard it, do I remember some of the songs in there? No, I don't. But I remember when I first heard it, it was dope. It was dope. But did I go back to it again? No. There's too many songs on it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard it on the way to work. Most of the people going to work. And I didn't skip past it. I kept rocking with it, so it was dope album. Like I said, did I go back to it again? No.
All right, I feel that. What you got, Roger?
Honestly, I only heard Easy.
You hear it.
All right, so we gonna let Taraji go on that. I didn't hear the whole album. My issue with Game is not his talent, it's really his antics. I don't rock with Kanye at all. Y'all know how I feel. I don't play his music. I don't listen to him. I don't participate. I don't follow him. I nearly don't care. The only reason why he's even in the almost I don't care part is because he's still a black man. I care about my black brothers. All right. So now the only thing we got in common is race until he denies that shit. Now, I don't have that same energy for Game. What bothers me is Game's antics away from the mic. You know, him trying to bait 50 Cent into anything. And then, you know, him saying things about Dre. You know, I feel like the Game is a WWE personality, and he doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? I always thought that he was talented. I always thought that he was a great rapper who can make good songs. And I feel he proved to be out of 50 Cent's shadow by the time his third album came around. You know, the second album was dope, but I think by the time the third album, we knew that he was kind of off on his own, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Did I listen to a few songs off the album? Yes, I did. I listened to One Time featuring Ice-T. We all know Easy featuring Kanye West. The next thing that caught my ear that I thought was really dope was No Man Falls with with Pusha T and 2 Chainz. I think I heard the joint with Chrome Slugs and Harmony with the Game, Lil Wayne and G Herbo.
That was hard.
Another joint on here I think I ran across. It might have been Killers featuring Cameron, because Killer Cam is my alter ego. But I guess you could say I heard about a quarter of the album, and I like what I heard. It's just I can't stand the name dropping anymore. And you know, this ultra tough guy shit, like, just let your work speak, man. You know what I mean? I think he would have been better off throughout his career if he just stopped calling out everybody's name and just stuck to being who he is. But you know, it is what it is. So I want to continue to bring these type of questions because I want to know, are we bugging? You know what I'm saying? Or are we on track? Are we bugging for not listening to the Game's 29 song album? Or if we got the right bits and pieces and we could just keep it going from there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all holler at us. Let me know that. That's important to me. Few more great albums to go through for 22. I want to put Drill Music and Zion from Lupe Fiasco in there. I respect this album a lot because he made it with basically bare bones. And what I mean by that is he did all the production himself. Obviously, he writes his own raps. And he did it using a simple computer software. And this is what you get when you're talented and you're dope and you got something to say.
Lupe always been dope. Let's not, act like this is something new. You know what I mean? He took his little break, I think, and then he came back and just kept doing his thing.
Because see, for me, it's not even about that. Y'all got to remember, in early 22, we had that whole situation with Lupe, Royce, Ransom, and RJ Payne.
Yeah.
And after that situation where they did the diss records and everything, here's Lupe saying, yo, all I'm asking you to do is this. It's rap. Yo, it's so easy for such an elite rapper such as myself that y'all claim to be. Yo, watch this. in a matter of a week, I'm gonna make a dope ass album that all of y'all will have to consider as a top 10 album for the year. Watch me. You did that shit.
Yeah.
Now, not saying it's on my top 10, but the hip hop community was celebrating drill music in Zion. I like the album as well. I know that we didn't talk about it much, but you know, I thought it was dope.
We all agree that the album was dope.
I'll be right back.
All right, nobody really cared that he was. Nah, I'm just playing. He'll be back. But yeah, man, we got a lot of dope joints, man. And the next dope joint that I want to go into is give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I want to make sure that I hadn't talked about it. And so far, I cleared a lot of things. Yo!
Yeah.
You know who I want to talk about real quick? You know who was my rookie of this year? I want to give a shout out to Simba.
Who?
Simba. SYMBA. Simba. Simba got he did a Gangsta Grills. Let me go to make sure I get this right. Homie is dope. He did a joint with DJ Drama called Results Take Time. And he got a song on here called Never End Up Broke by Pusha T. And the song is stupid though. Of course, Pusha T, flawless. He sets it off. Simba comes through, smashes. You familiar with that record, Scoop?
Nah, I was gonna say I listen to it.
Yo, Simba is hot. And what I like about him is
So it is black for me.
I will. And what I like about him is this part you're gonna have to go to YouTube for. He did a Funk Master Flex freestyle. Or let's rephrase that. He did a freestyle on Funk Master Flex's show. Mm-hmm. And in the freestyle, he's calling out the issues that he sees in hip hop. And he turned around and looked at Funk Master Flex in his face and called him out too. It was like, yo, you be part of the problem. So yeah, I support that. You know what I mean? I support real MCs who got real things to say and will either come up on your show and say it to you, bro. You part of the problem. And I wanna put a pin right there. You know, again, Simba, Rookie of the Year. What's up? He got a few projects out. One of them is called, actually, I'm gonna name them all. We got Don't Run From Rap, R.A.P. That came out in 2020. And then this last year, he put out Results Take Time. And right now, he got out Simba Superman. That's 11 tracks. So that just came out this year, 23 January. I'm gonna make sure that I give that a good listen, and we'll talk about that moving forward, because I want to make sure that we support him. He a West Coast cat. I think he's out of the Bay Area, and you know, we want to show that love. Yeah.
That's it. Throw it on the slacks. We go all this to it, and hopefully have him on the show. Got
you, cousin. I got you. I'm sure that we keep this thing moving. Right? That's how hip hop spreads. If we don't share it, it ain't gonna grow.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Pass it around.
There it is. Show the love.
Show the love. Take two and what? Pass.
Where is the love? Where is the love?
Let me see. I talked about Mayhem Lauren. I don't think I gave the title though, so I want to make sure I put the title out there. Hold on, because y'all got to check for this. It's called Black Vladimir. Word up from Mayhem Lauren, representing Queens to the fullest. Please go check that. Again, one of the reasons why New York is winning in my eyes, man. Why y'all won, should I say? Definitely want to give a shout out to a younger hip hop artist coming up in the game. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. His name is Mavi or Mavi. It's Mavi. I guess you say Mavi. Down South Cats. Dope, man. You should check him out. Put him in Slack.
Don't take throw in Slack. Like, yeah, if somebody gonna check out, bro, throw in Slack. Shit, definitely gonna check it out.
Well, you know that's how we pass it along. Son. That's how we pass it along. You know, one of the things that I wanted to concentrate on also was formulating this top 10 list. And this time of year, for a lot of people, such as myself, we get to Facebook, you know, remembering shit, you know what I mean? They show you your Facebook memories, right? So I found a list from a while ago, and my top 10, and I think it was 18, was Sky Zoo, In Celebration of Us, Fonte, No News is Good News, Evidence, Whether or Not, Jericho Jackson, Black Thought, Streams of Thought, Rock Marciano, Behold a Dark Horse, Alchemist Currency, Freddie Gibbs with Fetty, West Side Gun with Supreme Blientele, Pusha T with Daytona, and Nas with Nasir. Now look, I'm gonna keep it thorough. My list looks very similar. And I don't know how I feel about that, school. And it makes me question, am I stuck in my box? Or are these dudes just supreme lyricists?
A little both. You stuck in your box, leave your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like okay, you know that certain artists out there have bars. And you listen to them back and behind maybe, but they might not make your top 10 list out there. But then you have your ones that you always listen to that you know put something out, you know, it's gonna be crazy. And you know what I'm saying? And then you stay in that box, that lane. You know, sometimes it's good to broaden your horizons, broaden out, you know, like me. But you know, the lane that you're in is something I didn't hear, and then you share with everybody else, the shit is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, at the same time, like, I don't want to be biased, and I don't want to be in my box. I don't want to big up my favorite rapper just because he's my favorite rapper, right? So I found my hip hop albums list of 2017. I got Sci-Hi, No Dope on Sundays, Kendrick Lamar for Damn, Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy, Quill Chris, Being You Is Great, I Wish I Could Be You More Often, Jay-Z 444, Loop with West 1996 Part 2, Tanya Morgan with You Get What You Pay For, Fabulous with Jadakiss, Friday on Elm Street, Alchemist and Budgie, The Good Book Volume 2. Now, I did give big ups to Tri-State and Oh No for 3D Prescription, crazy dope. Killer Killian for Lorraine Motel, crazy dope, shout out to Houston. Rick Ross for Rather You Than Me, David Banner for God Box, Talib Kweli, Styles P for 7, Meek Mill's Wins and Losses. I guess I do like one Meek Mill album. I Still Am from Yo Gotti, Action Bronson, again, Blue Chips, 7,000, which was completely fucking dope. Snoop Dogg, Never Left, Gucci Man, Mr. Davis, Wu-Tang, The Saga Continues, Rhapsody with Layla's Wisdom, Earth Gang with Rags and Sean Price. Yeah, Lobby, please. God bless. Imperious Rex. You see what I'm saying? So again, I don't ever want to be biased. I want you to know the opinion is coming from a real place and it's not just, oh, Alchemist got a new joint, it's up there. If no one can fuck with you, no one can fuck with you. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I hate, bro. And then I say, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it, as long as you explain it. You don't explain it in a biased way.
All right, man. I'm glad we had that talk.
You know me, I bounce around, bro. I'm here, I'm here. But yo, you know what I'm saying? That just that yo, you gotta hear what you like and what's fire. But still in that, you listen to other shit too. But it gotta be on that level.
All right, man. So look, let's come down to the nitty gritty. It is what it is. It's time to put our hearts on the line here. And you know, the thing that I like about doing these episodes, honestly, is that we get to represent, to me, not the unrepresented, but it's like, what's that show? Unsung?
Yeah.
It's like we're the heroes of Unsung. You know what I mean? Because I had a conversation with my homegirl Aaliyah. I want to shout out my homegirl Aaliyah and my whole True Digital Marketing team. Believe me, it takes a team to do what we do. Aaliyah invited me on her show today, The Backseat with Aaliyah. And shout out to 95.3 Jams. Thank you for having us as a squad in your building. You know, we got a chance to go up there to hang out and be a part of Layla's show. So thank you, 95.3 Jams. But, you know, today she asked me a question about really if older hip hop heads can respect what the younger hip hop heads are doing. And I said, you know, it's really hard for you to ask me that question because I'm not one of them old heads. So let's talk about that for a minute. The old heads I'm talking about are the ones who are still stuck in the 90s and early 2000s. I ain't even talking about 2015, 16, 17. These dudes are stuck on Mobb Deep. All right? They haven't left. They still think Rockefeller Records are together, okay? They ain't get past state property yet. You know what I'm saying? They thinking that Cash Money is still putting out records. Those are the old heads I'm talking about. So it's hard to have a conversation with a trio like us because Scooby is hacking Slack with tons of new music, yo. Shout out Brownsville Kai on Twitter. If y'all don't know who Kai is, you're slipping. But shout out to Kai from Brownsville. Shout out to man, just any and everybody, man, that school put into Slack, man. The album that Havoc and Styles P did. Hell, you put in the new Styles P. And it's hard to ask us that question because when something new for y'all drop, something new for us drop. Yeah. And we not talking about, you know, an old school rapper. You know what I'm saying? For everyone who can hear my voice, that's rocking with us right now, that's watching us, listen to the conversation we're having. You see what I'm saying? We're having relevant conversation. So it's very difficult for us to do that. But I will say this much. Between Scooby jumping from genre to genre, coast to coast, to Rajay picking up on dope vibes, you know what I'm saying, and making sure that he brings them to the table. or even myself that finds somebody fresh and new would be like, yo, this kid, you know what I mean? So I don't mind that we have your old Droog and his vocals sound like Nas. You know what? Cool. Is he rapping like Nas? No. All right, so be it. Cause, and this is no way me throwing shade at anybody. I'm just being real with y'all. I wouldn't know a Metro Boomin beat if this shit was put in front of me. Because we're now, as a collective, we are now at a point where we want to say, you know what? We respect all these other things in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? For a long time in hip hop, there's been a line in the sand between you being a hip hop artist and you being a rapper. But you know what? It took me listening to the Migos on an Alchemist beat to be like, you know what? If these dudes was flowing on Alchemist beats, I'll probably be rocking with them a lot more. But you know what? That's not for me. And it doesn't make it whack because it's not for me. It's just not for me. Because I got plenty. I got a new Sky Zoo. I got a new Von P. I got a new Odyssey. We got new joints to talk about right now. I got a new Black Thought coming. He got a single out right now that's insane with the crazy, insane Shabba Ranks sample on it. So believe me, my hip hop cup is full and continues to overflow. So that's why when I think about my top 10, y'all, I take it real serious because my word is bond. Because I am about this culture. Because I am in this community. And our thing from the moment that we started this podcast was to make sure that we talked about the official and we put people on to what's the most dope out there. You know what I mean? Down to the point of us breaking down these albums the way that we do. So without further ado, we're going to talk about our top 10 and wrap up the show. So for me, and I just want us to just throw joints out there. We get past 10, cool. The first joint I'm going to throw out there is going to be Black Thought, Danger Mouse, Cheat Codes. Cheat Codes is a great album. And I think it's more of an album where the producer has something to prove. Black Thought is elite, point blank, period. And Danger Mouse has been off the scene for a long time. But they've been working on this album for a long ass time. But hip hop really don't care about that. You know, we care about, is it dope? All right then. And they shit is dope. So that's my one of our 10 is Black Thought, Danger Mouse, Cheat Codes. School, what you got?
Mine is the Larry June joint talking about earlier.
Two P's or his joint?
No, the other one. The one he put out. Like I said, I wish I could get my phone, but I can't.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
What they hitting for one?
Nah, he's talking about Spaceships on the Blade.
Yes, Spaceship on the Blade.
Okay. Hold up. Give me a minute.
Like that right there is in my top 10 because he got a song on there called It's Me. I'm sorry, it's called I'm Him. That's my joint. And he got another joint in there, I think it's called Breakfast in Moscow, correct? Or Morocco. That thing is on that's on there. Like those are two that I bang every morning before I get ready to go to work or before I get ready to go out somewhere. I play that joint to get me ready. So that's
I see he got some heavy hitters on the production side. He got a joint with Alchemist, Duckworth is on here. He got a song with Sid, Currency is on here. Yeah, man, he got some joints. I'm gonna have to catch up on this one. All right, Taraji, you up next, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna front. Elephant Man's Bones, which is a fire album. Ice-T's on there, which really shocked me. just how Ice-T still so fly with it. Dead man, 2 dead bodies. And,
Yeah, that was crazy. He said, man, what the?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one out there because it's gonna hit the list anyway. But I couldn't stop playing 10 from West Side Gun.
I agree on that one.
10 had some fly joints on there, bro. And shout out to Black Star, who's on there. That joint is dope.
Yeah, that joint was fine.
Bun the Jewels got a joint on there together. They're dope. You know, it's like Westside said. I may not make an album that everybody considers to be top 10, but I make the best albums. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like he's the dope man. Straight up, he's a dope man. And he got dope soldiers under him. He's the dope man, bro.
Yeah, no, that's nothing. That's not arguing right there.
Well, but I think that's the one album that me and you got on both our lists. So I agree with you on that one because that was on my top 10.
Which one?
The West Side Gun 10.
Oh yeah, 10. Absolute. Who's next? Scoob, you next.
For me?
Yep.
The Boldy and Nicholas Craven that came out last year, right?
Which one?
That's Fair Exchange, No Robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah. That right there is on my top 10.
Okay. I hold on. Let me get there because I'm gonna have to see you on that one. I don't think it's bad. I think it's good, but I don't think that album is as good as Mr. 1008 with Future Wave. So I'm agreeing with you that Boldy should be on the list. I'm just saying let's up the ante and put Mr. 1008. I think Mr. 1008 is better than Fair Exchange.
I'm going to see you with Ransom.
With who?
Ransom.
Nah, you can put Ransom on the list.
Yeah, okay.
I agree. Wait. Which project?
Is it the latest one? I don't want to. My Chaos or something.
Okay. Is Chaos is My Ladder.
Okay, that one right there.
And I agree with you. That's with Ransom and V Don.
Okay. Yeah.
So V Don had a couple of projects this year. Him and Willie the Kid got a project out. But I do completely agree with you. I wanted to talk about Ransom earlier, so here we go. Now, with Ransom, we got 3 projects from Ransom this year. We got No Rest for the Wicked. We got This Life Made Me, which was 6 joints. And then we got, this one right here, Chaos is My Ladder. I didn't really want to consider This Life Made. This Life Made Me because it was only 6 songs. But then I felt like I kind of had to because then you got 38 Special with 7 shots. And even though that's only 7 songs, it's still considered an album because it's more than 5.
One made it.
But I was really happy that he put out Chaos is My Ladder with V Don because there was nothing I could complain about, bro. There was in one song I could say, I ain't really like the beat on that one, or it was something about the song. It was nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
Chaos is My Ladder is fire. So shout out to you for that one. School, what you got?
Shit, I'm still thinking, bro.
Come on, man. You said you had this shit off the top of your head.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry.
No, you said it was on the top of your head. Now that you had to dig in your head.
No, bro. I said I gotta go top of my head.
You knew we was doing this.
Huh?
You knew we were doing this.
Bro, I know he was doing that. I got it in my phone, so I'm trying to remember how to put my phone. So I'm trying to go top of my head.
All right, well, I ain't skipping you, so you gonna have to say something.
Oh no, I ain't gonna be skipped, bro. I'm gonna say something. Shit. Oh shit, I'm bugging. Fucking Sauce Walker. What's wrong with me?
Oh yeah, Ghetto Gospel.
I'm bugging the fuck out. Sauce Walker, shit.
Yep.
My
Okay.
bad.
Okay. So Sauce Walker
bad.
with
That's
Ghetto
what
Gospel.
I play every day too. I forgot. Jesus Christ. See, look, a little break for it.
You know, we keep bringing this man's name up, and I gotta make sure I big him up. Crime Apple is phenomenal to me. I respect him and his pen. I have the same big ups for him and his representation of the Hispanic culture in hip hop. Same way as you know, as I had to say for UFO Thief goes to Crime Apple. Out of all the projects he put out this year, Jaguar on Palisade 2 sticks out to me the most. He got Jaguar on Palisades. He released the instrumental, so I'm gonna skip over that. Breakfast and Haratic or Radic, I think you pronounce it, with DJ Skiz. I thought that was dope. We got another instrumentals that he put out. He put out an all Spanish record called Sin Cortar with DJ Muggs. The beats are insane. I sat through all that guala just to check the beats and everything. It's just You're Dead Already is just, it's just my man, yo. Like when I knew he was coming out with this new album called El Cantante, I knew that it was going to be theme music for me. So, but I'm putting Jaguar and Palisades in that 10. So far, I think we're up to 5. I think we got 5 more to go, y'all.
Let's not forget SOS. Freddie Gibbs.
Triple S.
Forgive.
Yeah, Freddie's on it. Freddie's on it.
And
so do we leave Freddie on there, or is Freddie in jeopardy because we got to make room for Pusha T? Does Pusha T deserve to be in the top 10? Let's keep it 1,000. Don't sleep. He put out Neck and Wrist.
No, bro. I put him in top 10.
Does he have the #1 album?
That's a good question.
No.
That's a damn good question.
No.
Like, it's a lot because that Nas is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's a dope album. It's a dope ass album, bro. Jesus Christ, dope ass album, bro.
Let's not act like Gibbs shouldn't be in that top 2 with that Triple S.
Nah, we're putting Triple S. We're putting Nas on there. We're putting Pusha T on it.
You put UFO Thief?
I can't put Feeve on there. Feeve put out great music. I can't put him on the 10.
Okay. Oh man.
Because who we gonna get rid of?
You're right, bro. You're right. Shit. I mean, yeah. Okay. Splash on there.
Nah, Special's not on there.
What?
He's on your list.
Yeah.
You can have your own personal list. I can't agree as a collective that 7 Shots should be on it. It's too short. But I do like the joint with him and Harry Fraud a lot. So what's that? Beyond Belief. I do like Beyond Belief a lot.
Okay, I'm feeling special. Let me man. I mean, is Quill Chris not on that bitch?
Well, Quill Chris is on it for me. I don't know if y'all gonna co-sign that because y'all ain't listen to it.
Well,
I ain't listening to the new joint, but I co-sign with you because Cooley Chris got some joints, the new ones too. But the stuff he puts on to all have been fire. So, I trust your ear. Then
I appreciate that.
Willie the Kid had something out, didn't he?
Who?
Willie the Kid.
Willie the Kid got something out, but I was listening to it today, and I can't say it's album of the year material, but I do agree with Rock Marcy being on there. Currency got to be on there, bro. That continuance is insane.
So he stay putting some fire out, bro. Stay. Like that's on my personal list.
Currency is on my personal too, but I can move forward with him putting, him getting on our list.
Okay. Yo, you heard I don't know if a lot of people rock with him, but I fuck with him freaking holy fucking shit. Damn, the name was right there. Oh my god. Absol.
Yo, I'm so fucking happy you said that,
bro. Absol.
Herbert is dope. You know what? I can agree with Herbert.
Okay, I gotta listen to
it. Yo, I got it on my joint. Absol is definitely.
Absol did that shit, bro. So I think that rounds out our 10. I'm comfortable with that. I had Snoop Dogg on my list at the beginning of the year. I was riding for back on Death Row. Very, very strong, man.
He was. It was dope.
It's dope. I think it's a great album. When I think about great albums, I'm thinking about albums as a whole. I think about, is there something for the streets? Is there something for the clubs? Is there something for the girls? Is there something for the thugs? Is there something for motivation to get some money? Is there something about, uplifting black people, bringing people together? Like, I look for all these things, and Snoop hit a lot of those points with me, bro. And he brought it back to Death Row. Like, just the intro alone gave me goosebumps, man. So I'ma definitely say that Snoop's album is still on my list. But he had that came out in January of last year, and to me that has set the bar, and people came for it, and they were supposed to. But I wasn't shocked by Pusha T. I was surprised by Freddie Gibbs, because I felt like Freddie Gibbs had a real point to prove, because outside of him doing projects with Alchemist and then the other projects that he does with Madlib, I didn't like anything else. So this was a chance for me to be like, yo, here's a project that he's done with other producers that I think is just crazy, and he blew that mark. Like, he blew past that mark. So congratulations, if anything, to Freddie Gibbs, man. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I don't know who has a #1 album. Nas King Disease 3 is so dope, and he's by himself. You know what I'm saying? That holds a lot of weight for me if you're able to do something completely on your own. And the way that he rep New York, the way he rep Queens was just great. I'm not from Queens, and Nas be making me wish I grew up in Queens, straight up. I know Queens enough to say I know how to get around, but damn it, I'm not from there, and sometimes I want to be from Queens. But I'm from Long Island, where we straight wild, and I'm very content with that. Trust and believe. So, I think we got our 10, man.
Yeah, we do.
I think we got our 10. We said Crime Apple, Pusha T, Freddie Gibbs. Who else we said? Who?
Bodie, then we said Bodie, didn't we?
Yeah. I put Mr. 1008 on top of No Robbery. And again, this is
Larry
our
June.
collective list as a crew. So you see something from Twitter, don't trip out when I put my shit on Twitter.
We did Larry June.
Yeah, Larry June's on there.
Currency on there. I know the last one we put was Absol.
Yep.
That's the last one put on there. And Sauce Walker.
Yeah, Ghetto Gospel.
We got
And who else on there? Shit. Trying to think. You said somebody else too.
It's cool. Listen, that's why I edit this thing. It's cool. I'm working it out. It's going
The
to
edit
be
gonna be crazy on here. The edit gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. Yo, listen. We do this shit because we want to be successful. It's therapy. It's our way of maintaining our brotherhood, and most importantly, it's a way of us giving back to the culture that's given us so much. It's given us hope. It's given us style. It's given us something to be proud of that has grown from the roots of other cultures, man. Because the thing about hip hop is it's infused with blues, jazz, rock, the music that we have created throughout the tens of years to get to where we are and to get to where we're going. Hip hop is one of the most celebrated cultures on this planet. We run music. We are the number one music genre of the world. Back when people thought we were a fad or we weren't gonna last. This was just a fad. You know what I mean? Like disco music. You know what I mean? Like anything else that's come and gone. But here we are, 50 years. Strong, bro. Strong. And I could be doing a million other things, but this is my happy place, y'all. And you may get an episode a month. You may get one every 45 days. We don't know yet. But we gonna keep this moving. We appreciate everybody that rocks with us. Shout out to my big brother Scoop, my big brother Taraje, even though he's shorter than both me and Scoop. I love y'all. Y'all my brothers, man. I'm looking forward to doing a million of these. Shout out to my team at True Digital Marketing. We are very dope at what we do. We specialize in website design, SEO, and social media. You can rock with us at www.truedigitalmktg.com. Follow me and my brothers at reamsupremeshow.com. Instagram is Ream Supreme Show. Rock with me where I'm most active on Twitter at Ream Supreme Show. I sell dope websites. Other than that, Scoop, you got something No, Scoop, you play your part. Taraje, take us out, baby.
It's the international motherfucking Supreme. Like game, Mr. International. Taraje. Holla at us, www.reamsupremeshow.com. It's hip hop, baby. 50 years. Big 50. We here. Hip hop. We out. One.
You know I gotta say for y'all out there, hey, smoke weed every day. And I want to get one shout out. So it's spot, bro. I gotta take me from up here. It's called Supreme Empanadas. I gave him a shout out on my Instagram page, bro. Supreme Empanadas. Shit's amazing. But go ahead, bro. We out.
Alright, one.
All right, 100, man. There's two of these, but it's only one that counts. 100.
You already know.